Welcome to the Jolly Roger. Today we are doing a one-pot taco pasta. So we're gonna preheat our pan, but we're using ground turkey instead of hamburger meat. You can use hamburger meat if you want to.
Or sausage.
Sausage is good with this as well. So pretty much anything that you want, you can use ground meat. So we're gonna brown that first. We need to heat up our pan. And while we're doing that, we need to do our drawing. Thank you for your comments and your suggestions. Now let's see what we have to do this month.
Hold.
Oh.
You
get to draw.
I get to draw.
All right, let's see what we got. Sausage, biscuits, and gravy. Wow. Biscuits and gravy. It says buskets, but you know, somebody can't spell.
Somebody was probably drinking.
All right, so we're gonna wait for our pan to heat up. All right, we're gonna add in a little bit of oil. I got avocado. Just need a little bit, not a lot. And then we're gonna go ahead and add in our ground turkey. I almost said chicken.
I was like, wait.
And we're just gonna get this all the way cooked through, and then we're gonna strain it, and then it's gonna be reserved, and we're gonna finish out our pasta. All right, our turkey's done, so I'm gonna go ahead and strain it. Make sure you catch whatever fat doesn't go down the drain.
Now we put the butter in.
We got 2 tablespoons of butter?
1.
1 tablespoon of butter. That's gonna go in, we're gonna let that soften, and then we're gonna add in our onions, and then followed by our garlic, and then we're gonna caramelize our tomato paste. Helps if I turn it on.
Yeah, a little bit.
It beeps at you if you don't have a pot that's good for it. So our onions, we're gonna dump those in, saute these, and then once they're translucent, then we'll add in the garlic, because the garlic's only gonna take 45 seconds. All right, we're translucent on our onions, so we're gonna go ahead and add in our garlic. I think this is half a tablespoon. Looks about right. How many cloves?
4 or 5 cloves.
4 or 5 cloves. And this is just gonna take a couple of minutes, not a minute, sorry. A couple seconds, like 30 to 45 seconds.
Whoa.
And then we're gonna add in our tomato paste. You can go ahead and add that in.
Okay.
And we're gonna caramelize our tomato paste. It gives it a little bit more extra flavor. This is 2 tablespoons of onion paste, or tomato paste. And we're gonna give this just about a minute or so. And then we're gonna deglaze the bottom of our pan and pull up all that fond, because that's flavor. Flav. All right, you see how this fond, all this tan stuff at the bottom, we're gonna have to get that up because we don't want it to burn. So go ahead and put in the Worcestershire.
It's a tablespoon.
Tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, and then go ahead and add in the stock. And we're just gonna scrape down the bottom. That's good, that's good. I need to see the bottom.
Sorry.
So we're gonna scrape the bottom, make sure we pull all that up. We're gonna add in our taco seasoning. Now we make our own taco seasoning instead of buying the pouch. I'll put the ingredients, what you need to do that down below. And that way you have your own taco seasoning. You can make it anytime you want. You don't have to buy those pre-packaged deals, but that's 1 ounce of taco seasoning. And then we have 1 can of diced tomatoes and chilies. Put that in, and 1 cup of whole milk. You can use 2% if you want. And then we're gonna add in our turkey back and our pasta.
Now, we don't add the pasta until it starts boiling.
Once it starts boiling, we'll add the pasta. Sweet. And we're using penne pasta because I like it. The cheese and the sauce gets all inside the noodles. You can use macaroni, you can use any type of pasta that you want. So now we're boiling. We're gonna go ahead and add in 1 pound of pasta. This is penne. It takes 10 to 12 minutes to get to al dente. And so we're gonna just stir this all in together. And we're gonna cook this in this pot put a timer for, 7 minutes, and then we'll go ahead and stir it. And that way we make sure that all the noodles are touching the liquid.
And none of them stuck into the bottom.
And not sticking to the bottom. Super fast, super easy meal. So we'll put a cover and walk away. Turn on medium. Boom. All right, our timer just went off. So what we're gonna do, That's hot. Can I get a glove?
I'm gonna stay away from that.
Actually, never mind, I got a towel. All right, so we're just gonna give it a stir. The noodles are not done, I can tell you that. But we're just going to move everything around. And then we're gonna put the lid back on for another, well, probably 3-4 minutes. They're still got a little ways to go. But use a glove, use a towel. And there we are. Okay, so our recipe that we're following, or not really following because we changed everything up, it says half a pound of pasta, and I put a full pasta in there, so we added 2 more cups of chicken stock. We're gonna let that go till our pasta is done, but everything's gonna be fine. And the measurements in the description, I'll put for half a pasta, but you know, we'll pivot. It's not a big deal, and it'll turn out just fine. All right, so our pasta is just about done. We're gonna go ahead and add in our cheese. You always wanna check your pasta, make sure it's done. And we just got like a minute and a half left. So we're gonna go ahead and stir in our cheese.
It's 2 cups. We chose taco
Mexican blend.
cheese. Yeah, you can add any kind of cheese you like.
Mexican blend, you could use cheddar, you could use Monterey Jack, Kobe,
Pepper jack.
Pepper Jack, which Pepper Jack would be really good. It'd add a little bit more of a heat. But we're just gonna stir this in. This is gonna help emulsify our sauce. And then we have some cut up little cubes of Velveeta.
4 ounces.
4 ounces. And this is just gonna come together. And if you wanted to, which we might do, add a little bit of heavy cream to this. But it is looking awesome. And hopefully you did half a pound of pasta. And if you didn't, you can always fix it. We just added 2 more cups of chicken stock. And that's how, you know, you run across problems like that, you can always fix it. Unless you're baking, then you gotta measure everything out. And if you mess up, you gotta start all over. And I think we may add just a little bit of heavy cream. Just a touch. But as you can see, our sauce came together. The cheese is melting nicely. Just a little bit of heavy cream, not a lot. Maybe 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup. We'll see what that looks like. Really just doing it by eyeball. But I think a 1/4 cup is gonna be perfect. That looks great. What do you think?
Yep.
Cool. Well, let's get this plated up. Well, there you go. That's a 1-pot taco pasta. It's cheesy, creamy. We got a little dollop of sour cream and we garnished with a little bit of parsley just to make it look a little nicer. But get a little sour cream. Perfect weeknight meal. And it'll feed, you know, your whole family. That's for sure. But it's cheesy, it's good, and simple, easy. And like I said, you can use hamburger meat, you can use turkey, you can use sausage. Sausage would be good. But yeah, what do you think?
I can't even tell it's turkey.
Me neither. But love it,
Yep.
Awesome. And thank y'all for being here, appreciate it. And if you made it this far, it's awesome, thank you. And hope you like, comment, share, subscribe. It's been about a week. Oh, I was gonna tell y'all, my lips swelled up last week on Thursday and it got massive. I had an allergic reaction to my blood pressure medicine. I'll put a picture up there. It was hilarious. It looked like Bubba from Forrest Gump. So that's why we didn't have a Friday video.
Yep.
Anyway,
We spent it in the hospital.
just a little bit.
Comment and put it in the jar.
Yeah,
Oh, what you want us to make.
or what you want us to see us make.
Yeah, one of those.
Something like that.
Something like that. Whatever.
Peace. I'm chatting too long. Biscuits. Biscuits and gravy. I'm like, biscuits. That doesn't sound right. 10 to 12 minutes.